Today I'm going to be sharing a really quick and easy way to raise your credit score fast. Hi friends, welcome to Moms and Money, where we talk about managing money, making money, and saving money for the women in the household. Like I said, today I'm going to be sharing a really quick, easy way to increase your credit score fast. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps my channel out. And subscribe and join my YouTube family for more finance-related content. Like I've said in the past, in previous videos, cash is king, but credit is power. And you just never know when you need your credit score. I, of course, am a huge Dave Ramsey fan, but I also feel like, you need your credit score. Not everybody is able to live a life where they don't care about their credit score. They're never going to need credit again, because you just don't know what curveballs life is going to throw you. And you never know when an opportunity may arise where you can leverage credit in a good way. Okay. So let me just be clear. I'll never tell you to go out and just, buy a house you can't afford or a car you can't afford or nothing like that and abuse your credit, but it's definitely good to have a good credit score. I did a whole series all about credit repair, improving your credit. A link for that playlist is in the description box. But today I want to share a really easy way to increase your credit score. And that is by removing hard inquiries from your credit report. So first, let me explain to you what a hard inquiry is. Okay, there are two types of inquiries that are going to be on your credit report. It's a soft inquiry and a hard inquiry. And today we're going to be talking about removing hard inquiries from your report. Now, a soft inquiry is where someone will pull your credit, but it doesn't affect your credit score. They just kind of look in there to see what your credit score is. They don't look at the details of your credit report. They just kind of look real quick to see, they pull your credit real softly to see if this person is saying what they're supposed to be saying, So an example of a soft inquiry pull is like when you're getting like home or car insurance. If you're in a profession where you need your credit pulled, they'll do a soft inquiry for that. I know when I was in corporate America, for every job I had, they checked my credit. Plus, soft inquiries do not affect your credit score and they do not stay on your credit report very long. Now, the opposite of that is a hard inquiry. And a hard inquiry is where they pull your entire credit report. They look at all of your credit, all the details, how many open accounts you have, how many loans you have, the balance, your payment history, all of that. They look at all of that detail. And you get a hard inquiry when you are getting a mortgage, getting a car loan, any kind of bank loan. You're going to have a hard inquiry that's listed on your report. Like that's when they're pulling the whole thing. They're looking at everything. Okay. So every time you have an inquiry though, it is listed on your credit report, and it can be listed negatively if you have too many of those hard inquiries. Because essentially it's just saying that, you keep trying to borrow money, but maybe you're getting declined. So for an example, let's say you are shopping for a car loan, right? You're trying to get a car loan and maybe you went to 3 different places, and all 3 of those places, they did a hard inquiry on your credit. So each 3 of those places are going to be listed on your credit report, but let's just say they all declined you and it was the 4th lender that you went to that decided to lend to you. And so now you have 4 hard inquiries on your credit report with only the 1 open account tied to those inquiries. So it just looks bad when you have so many hard inquiries, and it definitely negatively affects your score. So like I said, there's a way for you to remove those hard inquiries, and that will instantly increase your credit by 20, 30, sometimes even 40 points. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is this. You've got to pull your credit report with all 3 bureaus. I suggest going to annualcreditreport.com. Because of COVID-19, you're able to do this for free, where you'll pull your credit from all 3 credit bureaus. That's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, because they may have different things. Different lenders use different bureaus. They may not all have the same thing. Maybe you have 8 inquiries on Equifax, but maybe 3 you have, or 5 on TransUnion. So you definitely want to pull all 3 bureaus. Now, I will say this, please do not use something like Credit Karma or Credit Sesame. That is not an accurate reflection of your credit. You need to have like a full access to look at your credit report. I did a whole video on how to read your credit report and how to pull it and everything like that. You can tap this eye right here to watch it in case you're curious on how to read your credit report. But definitely look at your credit report from all 3 bureaus, see how many inquiries you have, see what open accounts you have, what closed accounts, all of that. It's important to know that information, especially in times where scamming is at an all-time high. You just never know. So you definitely want to get in the habit of pulling that at least like semi-annually if you're not like in the process of trying to do anything. Like if you're in the process of trying to buy a home, of course you're going to know what your credit report is. Or if you're in the process of trying to get lending for something else, you know these things. But even if you're not in the process, it's important to pull your credit just to make sure that everything is legit on there. Now, once you have your credit report pulled and you know the inquiries on there, you're gonna get ready to call the credit bureau. So now you're gonna call each credit bureau separately based on what they have listed on your credit report with that bureau. Before you call, make sure you know what hard inquiries you want removed, okay? Because this is important. You cannot remove a hard inquiry that's tied to an open account. So let's go back to that original example where I said you were shopping for a car loan and you went to 4 different places and they did a hard inquiry on your credit 4 different times, and it was that 4th place that decided to lend to you. So now you have a hard inquiry on that 4th place and then an open account that's associated with that lender. You cannot have that hard inquiry removed. But those other 3 inquiries, you can totally have those removed. And that's what you want to do. So make sure that you're only going to be discussing hard inquiries that are tied to open accounts. Don't just go and listing them all, because it's going to raise a flag if you say, I need this hard inquiry removed from Bank of America when you have a Bank of America car loan. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're only having the hard inquiries removed that are not tied to any open accounts. So what you're going to do is you're going to call. You're going to go through each list. You're going to call each credit bureau separately. You're going to call and say, hey, I need to have these hard inquiries removed off of my credit score because according to the FTC, you have to remove these because these hard inquiries have nothing to do with me. Okay, because they really don't, right? You don't have any open accounts associated with them. You don't want everybody knowing that, you're trying to get all this lending and it's falling through. So you can legally say, according to the FTC, I want to have these hard inquiries removed. And so they will remove it. Now, if you run into somebody who, maybe they're fighting you on it, okay? Hold your ground. Hold your ground and say, no. According to the FTC, you need to remove these. These hard inquiries have nothing to do with me. Have nothing to do. I don't have any open accounts with them. You can say that, okay? And if you still have somebody that's not so nice, just get off the phone with them and call back, and you'll get somebody who's in a better mood, prayerfully. But that is how you essentially get these hard inquiries removed from your credit report, and you're going to see an increase in your credit score immediately if you have these hard inquiries listed that are not tied to an open account. So definitely take advantage of that, because I feel like that's a quick, easy way for you to increase your credit score legally, and that's something that you can do on your own. You don't have to pay a third-party service to do this. It just may take a little bit of time for you to go through each credit bureau's credit report that they have for you and look at all the hard inquiries and make sure that you're only asking for the certain ones to be removed from each credit bureau, and that be that. So leave a comment down below and let me know, have you heard of this before? Have you tried it before? Has it worked? I know I've heard of many people that have done this and that it has worked tremendously for them. So definitely give it a try if you're trying to increase your credit score quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you can tap my picture on the screen, and you can also check out my previous video right next to it and all of my social media platforms listed down below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.